It's week 2 of the NFL, and at center stage, it's the Raiders' versatile running back.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, really tough and play.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play.
He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he stopped immediately there. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second. They'll go option to the short side.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. On first down, Drake.
Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 45 on second down, Fields. He dumps it off to Drake.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Myers. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Off play action, Fields. He'll leave that underneath to Sermon.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Here's Fields.
Forced out to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears are on the board first here in Vegas.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He gets this to Davante Adams.
He's got the 1st down and more.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And give him a gain of 37. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Raiders had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down now, it's Curtis, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Dancing away at the 35. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 7-7, our score after 1. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
That's into the hands of Prochet.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Curtis. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Carr.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
To throw is Fields.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Now Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect.
Touchdown! Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bears have taken the lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game. and settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
93. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams, 73 yards.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The offense set to get going. Justin Fields bringing him out at quarterback.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
Flushed out right. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Back to throw. Fields.
He's going to look deep down the field. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Jakobi Meyers, 40 yards. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it was all capped off by Jakobi Meyers on the touchdown reception.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Raiders have the ball back, and here comes Davante Adams to the field again.
He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Carr.
That one complete to Prochet.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. To throw his Carr. And that's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Now Carr. incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Carr to throw again.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful...
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll take this one up to about the 23. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Carr now to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Curtis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
12 more yards there and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were victorious over the Chargers last week, and now they work with a lead again here as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. But their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Caught outright by Renfro. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a first down. Up the middle they go. It's Curtis. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. Curtis. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Onto the field now come the Bears.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now it's Fields.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Here's Fields.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Kenny Yeboah.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Bears have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
They'll keep it on the ground. Curtis.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third is worth. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Curtis. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
On second down, it's Curtis. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a play fake. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Curtis. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Carr going to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Up the middle they go. It's Curtis. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first.
Now Carr, gotta have this one.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfro.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And they'll run again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
On 3rd down, it's Curtis. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
James Prochet
from a yard out.
And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
So now Fields and the Bears
down 31-28, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing again on second down. Fields. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. All eyes on Fields.
They'll set up the screen to Drake. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one.
He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On first down, Curtis. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On third down, it's Curtis. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. Now, they had one final chance on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.